TikToks. Likes and views equal value. For us, the algorithm's job is to show us the best possible videos when searching for information. But my BS meter is starting to make noises I've never heard before. Alright, time to try something heuristic. I'm grabbing 3 animation tutorials with completely different sets of numbers just to see which ones help me and which don't. And no, I don't know any of these people or their videos, so I have no bias towards any of them at all. At all.
Hi, I'm Alex and I'm going to teach you how I make TikTok cartoons. I use an iPad, an Apple Pencil, and an app called Flipperclip.
I use a tablet, the tablet's pencil, and an app called Clip Studio Paint.
Start a new project, name it. I use 15 frames per second.
Open a new project, name it, put it at 15 frames per second.
TikTok videos use a ratio of 9:16 and Flipperclip has a handy preset.
Wait, what? I did mine in 1920 by 1080. I think I have to restart.
To get TikTok audio, I just record it straight from the app and replace it later either in editing software or when I come to upload.
Since I'm on my computer, I can just download the music.
Name your layers, select a pencil, and get to work.
Create my folders, give them a title. Select your pencil, and get to work. What the hell? Why is this not working? What am I doing? Oh, I know what it is.
For this, I'm referencing an actual dance trend, so that's a lot of help. You want to be able to make animated TikToks as quickly as possible, so I use smears a lot.
Once more, 5, 6, do it!
Animation is a very time-consuming process of drawing the same thing over and over again, so you've got to be patient and a tiny bit mad, but it's very rewarding.
I think we're all just a little bit crazy, especially me.
If you're just starting out, I recommend the bouncing ball exercise or some simple shape morphs. Be patient and read books. Make a new layer, call it line art, and start working with the pen tool. Make sure you close off all your lines as you do it. Duplicate the line art layer and rename it line and color. Select the paint bucket tool and color your character. Do this for every frame.
No.
I then use another app called Procreate, draw a simple background and apply it as the background in my animation. And that's it, it's ready to upload. Hope this helped.
A lot of good tips in that one. Watching it did make me feel like I was getting handed a bunch of items all at once. But in the end, he did tell you the most general things you need to know. That if you're a beginner, read books and play with balls. Okay, I think I did okay on this one. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. Oh, nah, never mind.
Are you an animator?
Yes.
Have you ever been animating in Clip Studio Paint and get frustrated you can't copy and paste without Clip Studio Paint trying to make a new frame?
Yes.
Or the fact that the 3D models turn invisible?
Oh my god, it's like she knows me.
Well, I have a tip for you. When animating in Clip Studio Paint, folders are your best friend. When you make a new animation file, you're already set up with one frame in your layers.
This is a bar. This is what I did on the first TikTok.
Make a new folder in your layers and put your one frame into it. Name your folder 1. Now, every time you make a frame, it will be a folder. You can now copy and paste and use models freely in these folders.
If you use Clip Studio Paint, write this down.
You can also use multiple layers in these folders. Keep in mind, whenever you make a new frame with this method, it will add the same amount of layers you used in the previous folder frame into the next, and it will duplicate your model. You can either merge your layers to one before making the next frame, or you can just delete the extra layers you don't need. This tip is really helpful because now you don't have to stack a ton of animation layers if you don't want to. Typically with this method, I only need about 2 because you can do all the coloring, line art, and everything in the folder frames if you want to.
No need to repeat facts, but what she said is absolutely true. Folders are going to be your bread and butter in animation. Even in the Japanese animation industry, we use the same technique. Alright, after the experiment, here is my results. Learning off of TikTok is almost like eating at a buffet, but you don't know what you're gonna get. However, I feel like every video had some sort of value to it, which makes me believe that there are hidden gems on TikTok that are not being pushed out. Definitely a popularity contest. I'm gonna call this a personal experiment so that way nobody starts a fight with me. Before I end this, I wanna say thank you to my Patreons and thank you to Negative IQ for being the slimiest.
Like wow, okay baby let's go. Gritan, busca mala acción. Me tienen envidia, se la vi, así es la vida. Pero mira cómo hacen fila. Giovanillo, baby tranquila.